we have worked together for quite a while. So how important is the process?
Very, very important. From step one to the last step, I mean, you know, having that direction, having that path to get to that goal, you got to have it. And working with you, showing me that process really helped a lot. So Chad texted me one day and said, hey, would you be interested in maybe this Deli or something? I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, I was like thrown off. So I called him, and then we ended up meeting here. And the rest just kind of.
So once that happened and you got that text, and then you guys met here and had the conversation, you reached out to me and we started a plan. But we really focused on the numbers.
Yeah, that's where, like, Nathan, you, I mean, between the number side of it and just creating those graphs, the charts, and sticking to it and following that, that's where you needed. And that's where I was lacking. And working with you, showing me that process really helped a lot. So.
Earlier on, when you first reached out to me and said, hey, I've got a partner.
Yeah.
And then the next conversation, you had another partner.
Right.
So as soon as I started hearing all these partners, I knew that we needed to sit down and have a conversation about your legal structure, your partnership agreement, because I also knew that you have other ventures that you're involved in, and other ventures that in the future you're going to be involved in because you are my serial entrepreneur. That's when Nathan and I met with a local attorney that spent a lot of time with us and explaining the differences in the legal structure. In your words, how important do you think that meeting was that the SBDC helped you establish and set up?
It's super. I mean, it keeps everything separate. That way, your money flow isn't going where it shouldn't be. So that's really the biggest thing out of all of it. So a lot of the reassurance, making sure we're kind of going on the right path, taking the right precautions so we're not getting off track. You know, just they're here to kind of help us make sure we're doing the right thing.
So Dalton, tell us a little bit about some of the changes that you guys have made since the takeover.
Just our own twist on it. So, you know, we try to support local. So we try to get a lot of local business partnerships, whether that's, you know, cups, popcorn, donuts, jerky, ice cream, you know, whatever it may be, because I think that is very, very important. But if you have that collaboration, you have that support, it goes a long way. So we try to do that. We try to bring in unique items.
Why is it that giving back to your community is so important to you guys?
Community involvement. You know, we want to get everybody involved in some type of way. So giving back just a little bit here and there, that's just something we take pride in. Maybe somebody could be a little less fortunate than others, but just trying to put a little bright spot in somebody else's day.
Look at small businesses like us that you see in the back of the T-ball jersey. Not major corporations, whether it's feed the teams or whatever. We should try to do whatever we can.
I highly recommend any local business, small company, even a bigger company, you know, or for an individual, get with you or whoever in the department and just ask. You know, don't be hesitant, don't be scared to look dumb or ask a dumb question. Through the SBDC, I think we've gathered an attorney, we've gathered a grant writer, and just multiple other connections and networks.
Well, there's always going to be questions. You're always going to hit a bump in the road and you're like, okay, how do I figure this out? Where do I go from here? So yeah, there's been a lot of information for you guys that we've got answers from. So I highly recommend it as well.
This is a big endeavor. Three of us have never done anything as big as on this buy a Deli.
Yeah.
So without you guys, we still might not.
Right, truthfully.
Yeah, I highly recommend it.